Hello once again, ATM fam. I would like to introduce you to this gentleman right here. His name is Edward Patrick Casteel, and he was born on November 6th, 1991. He's a white male, 6'1", 190, brown hair, green eyes, last seen wearing a jeans and t-shirt, and he also wears glasses. But before I go into his disappearance, I'm going to take a little trip with you back in time to 2020. On October 6th, Mr. Casteel was a private first class in the Army. He was stationed at Fort Hood in Killeen, Texas. On October 6, 2020, he was pulled over in Lincoln Parish, Louisiana for speeding, going 92 miles an hour, driving without a license, and resisting arrest by flight. Police saw him speeding, attempted to pull him over. He kept on going. They finally pulled him over. They discovered he didn't have a license. So he was put in jail. The next day, on October 7th, 2020, Fort Hood reported him AWOL, or absent without leave. Then they discovered on the 14th of October that they couldn't find him because he had been arrested the day before they reported him missing. So they apparently, from what I can gather, discharged him dishonorably and are letting the civilian folks handle him from here on out. Okay, so there aren't any records that I can find out and about that says what happened after he was arrested. It's been reported that he had a bond of about, I think, $3,500. I don't know if he made bail or he served his time and got out. But the next time we hear anything about him is on about a little more than a year later, on the 2nd of November of 2021, when neighbors in a residential area called the police and reported someone was shooting a gun. The police came, found him in possession of a black 9mm handgun, and he said his handgun had jammed, and he cleaned it and reloaded it and fired off a shot just to see if it was functional again. And so they just talked to him about the dangers of doing that sort of thing in a residential area and let him go. Didn't arrest him or issue him a citation or anything. Okay. About 3 weeks later, on the 22nd of November of 2021, his father reported to the news media that his son had been diagnosed with schizophrenia and was currently not taking his meds. So a couple of weeks after that, and the day after, a couple of days after, or weeks, after that, on 12/2/21, there were shots fired at a convenience store. There was a couple of people in a car who reported that they were at a convenience store in the parking lot in their car when another car pulled up alongside of them, and a gentleman got out with a 9mm handgun and threatened them with it and started shooting in their direction, and they got away and called the police. And when the police got to the convenience store, surprise, it was our friend Edward Patrick Casteel with the same 9mm handgun. He was arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and booked into the jail. And after that, we are not sure what happened with that either. But apparently there must have been some other things going on, because on 6/3/2022, so this would be about 6 months after the last incident at the convenience store, he was arrested in Bingham County, Idaho, on a felony bench warrant. Apparently somewhere in there he had violated probation or got in trouble again. So now 6/3/2022, he's back in jail. This is another incident where I don't know what the final outcome of that case was, but I'm going to skip ahead now to the last time he was seen. The last time he was seen was about 1.5 years after the incidents in Bingham County, where he was arrested on that bench warrant. The last time he was seen that could be documented was on the 31st of January of 2024. And just recently, in July of this year, 2025, a warrant was issued for a felony probation violation and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So he's missing. He's mentally ill, as reported by his father, and he's obviously got some violent tendencies. So take a good look at the pictures in this video and the locations mentioned: Lincoln Parish, Louisiana, Fort Hood and Killeen, Texas, and Bingham County in Idaho. If you think you've seen him, don't approach him. He could be very dangerous. But please call with any tips the Bingham County Sheriff's Office. I've got 2 numbers for you that you can use, and they'll be in the description box below. The numbers are 208-785-4440 or 208-785-1234. Again, if you see him, don't approach him, but do call the authorities. Either 911, wherever you are, or if you're in or near Bingham County in Idaho, then call the 2 numbers listed in the box below. You never know what tip is going to help bring him in for his probation violation. He needs to be off the street, whether that's getting mental health or being, I guess, in the jail. He needs to be off the street. So please help us find this man. He'd currently be 34 years old. He generally has a beard and he wears glasses, and hopefully we can find him before he injures someone else or gets injured himself. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to leave a comment, positive or negative, please feel free to leave one in the comment section below. All I ask is that you be sure that you're respectful in the language that you use. And as always, I urge you to post this video to your social media to get the word out so people can be on the lookout for this gentleman. Thanks for watching. Thanks for caring. Thanks for helping me get the word out, and I will see you next time. Bye.